Hello and welcome back. This is Missy Fawn. Thank you so much, YouTube, for your patience with me. I have been playing a lot over on the Twitch channel at Missy Fawn. If you want to check that out, twitch.tv/Missy Fawn. I've been playing a lot of this modded Minecraft here. This server is from Grammis. He's the one hosting it and was kind enough to invite me to join him and his friends to play over on their server. And it has been an incredible time, and so I've been doing this quite a lot in my spare time and with my streams. I am still going strong on my accounting program and or schooling program, and I am getting there. I'm still full time, but I will try to make more time for YouTube videos now that I understand what I'm doing and how to manage my time better. That being said, I wanted to show everything I've done. So this is essentially spawn. You'll hear a portal here because that's the easiest way to get here from my house. I wanted to start from spawn to kind of show everything that's happened. And you spot up essentially right here. And I think you'll be pretty proud of it. We're slowly getting everyone's stuff together. And so that is one of my first ducks. I think that's duck 3. We'll start just over here. I think you spawn like right here, so on this little hill. Because I remember seeing the paths when I first got here. So you come over here. This is Peter's house. Graham owns Peter's hole. There's a lot of jokes you can have. There is player heads if you kill them. So we can see that he has 2 of Grammis's head, the server host. Hi, Grammis. And then, some netherwort. He has, their horses. Mine's put away. There's happy ghasts all around. I believe this is Peter's ghast riding in section, which is really cool. It's kind of a hole in the wall. And we go over here and we have this is the snow farm because there's a snowman right there, and you'll mine out with a shovel. You'll dig out the snow underneath without hitting it, or you'll have to fix it. We've had to do this. And there's, a pretty little stream that Grandma's built. This is Grammis's house. Really nice house. He did a great job. Up there is, oh gosh, I don't remember whose house that is, but the big castle is somebody's home. And it's really cool. We will get up there once I show the stuff down here, because I do have to go that direction anyways. So this is Grammis's house with his little gas flying around. They usually don't go too far, I've found. So that's nice. That mangrove I put up for them. I went through and I gifted everyone on the server that had a house a mangrove when I got them, because I was the first one to get them. So I also started building ducks, so I built some ducks right there. So I have the duck number 3 there. Up there is Dingus's hole, prison. Peter's hole, Grammis's house. That's not Corker's house. That's not Superbrain's. It's not Jackson's, I don't think. I don't remember, but it's somebody's. Over here we have, so this is the extra trees. All the extra trees that we have out, and the path to Dingus's that way is to Michelle's and Ducky's, and we'll go that way on the way to my base. So I made, you'll see, quote unquote, inflatable unicorn that I just recently built. I went through and I built a glass cafe. So it is Missy's Glass Cafe, food and drink. I did this before Christmas of last year. I made a little fake water dispenser. You'll see there's a frog back there. I don't know if it's claimed, but it's really nice. Oh, a bee got stuck in the chair. Don't hit the bee. Don't hit the bee. Don't hit the bee. Okay, you can go. Please leave. Oh gosh. So there are chairs. There's a couple mod packs. There are chairs. This is, I don't think he'll be able to figure out how to get out. Maybe I'll leave the door open. And, so he had to have come in from an open door. Go ahead, buddy. You can get out. There you go. Okay, so we gotta close the door behind us or they will get stuck in the chairs. It works like boats. I went through and I put donations appreciated. Please return bowls to chest, because I make bowls of chicken soup. I make jars of hot cocoa. I've done sandwiches. I've done stew. I've done just eggs. Ooh, someone left me an emerald. I won't say no. And then just more foods, crates of onions because I had too many. More food, which is great that people are eating it. And then down here is where I asked people. I left those for somebody, so they'll pick them up eventually. But then I also have bowls there So that way people want more. Over here is the bee farm that almost all disappeared apparently because they can kill themselves on water. Please enjoy some sticky comb. So it's all set up so that way honeycomb goes in there and it just auto kind of goes. And then we come over here and I have, it's a copper golem charging station. He. So, you know, I tried. Oh, someone else re-tethered him. Good. I untethered him because I thought he looked better that way, and I think someone else knew that and retethered him. I just wanted him to be free. This is the warehouse that Grammis built. It is the community warehouse, so essentially, you know, shulkers if we need them. But there's mob drops, so you can open those, or if you go like this and hit Q, it's supposed to be a system where you throw it and it'll set it up and open what you're looking for. I'm just bad at it. And then if anything, you can put more up there in those spots. You know, there's blocks, there's wood, there's odd blocks. So not regular like cobblestones. There's redstone. There's nature-based things. So mangroves and stuff, wheat seeds, plants. What I will call organics. Decorations. Oh, there's the dyes. I was looking for those. These are minerals, these are equipment, potions, miscellaneous, food. You know, it works out great when we're all just shoving food in here. Wow, I love that. I love that so much. And so it's a really nice structure. I think he did a great job. Is there a bed in here? There is not a bed in here. I should sleep somewhere so that way it doesn't mess things up. Maybe someone will have an open bed. We'll find out. I can't remember whose house this is. But, everyone has houses. This is Ia's. Really cool house. I'm going to borrow this person's bed and hope I don't mess it up. I really hope I don't mess up everyone's spawn point by doing this. I don't know whose house this is, but it's so far being built and it's looking great. We have free stuff everywhere. What? Howdy, Mikey here. Please don't take these donkeys. I'm breeding them. Heard. So Mikey's been like breeding all the horses and did the math, and about 70 generations later, we have some of the best horses, like stat-wise. That's Super Brains. We'll be going up there. That's Corker's old home. God, that looks even better from there. We'll go over here. These are the two sniffers. Grammis asked if I had found any lukewarm oceans and if I had found any, what are they called? The ruins and stuff. And I did, and I hadn't explored them. And so I brought everyone there, and then we found sniffer eggs, and now we have sniffers. This is one of the buildings that Grammis has been working on. And it looks really good. I even got to help with the roof. Oh. Was this not the roof we worked on? I don't know. This does not seem to be. Ah, there was a roof here, and then he just went up higher. Okay, that works. That is another portal. There's netherrack behind it because I fell and died. Oh, God. That's Corker stuff. We'll get there. We'll get to Corker stuff. So, let's go up this way. And we'll check out Super Brains, because Super Brains hung out for a lot of streams and stuff. Really cool, dude. I'm trying not to spoil what's next. And get up here, so that way I can... There are things you will see in the corners. They are not... Don't worry about it. God, the lag that it makes when I try to sprint up. There is his horse. He has a gas flying around. Yep, up here. So they kind of stay where you leave them. I made him duck number 5. I like ducks. And then we go over here. And that's Corker's house up there. And it comes down. There's like an auto sheep thing. This is chess. So like we could stand on top and someone can move the chess pieces on the board. So there is playable chess. And then my favorite, I think, is the playable Connect 4. Are you still down here, bud? Where's the copper golem? There's supposed to be a copper golem down here. Who's supposed to do all this stuff, but I don't know where he is. So it won't work unless you have the copper golem to put him back. But essentially you place down the blocks you need, and then it'll put them over there. It'll throw them, and it works really well. So let's go up by Corkers. That's just an auto wool thingy. I think he needs more shears. But there's Chess, the village, and then Nether portal to Corker base, which is up there. But we'll go see some of the stuff that Corker has. So I think these are different farms. Ah, yes, he has signs. Super smelter output, and then super smelter input. If the input gets jams, remove partial blocks from minecart. Okay. If you're cooking more than 5 inventory slots, put only one kind of an item at a time. Otherwise, the input can jam. Switches around to the right. Take all you want. It works fast. Oh, it's cobblestone is next to it. Cool, cool, cool. So you can turn on the cobblestone gen. This is... I don't know what this is. Do not touch the switch to be... do not touch. The switch to be used by certified personnel only. Heard. Not trying to cause problems, but he has lots of cool stuff. Okay, it's the original composter farm. We'll check that out momentarily. Then I think that's a wood farm. I don't exactly know. Or maybe it's part of that. I don't exactly know, but this makes all kinds of bone meal. So I don't understand. I think this is to grow it, to be able to make it. I don't exactly know. It like throws it or something. Corker's really good at this stuff. He's really cool. I help provide the wool for this. I am one of the few people, I think the only person on server who has every color of wool. Let me eat some of my chicken soup. So we have personal best scores. My personal best score is still 96. You know, we got some really good times, and it's like your time isn't the number of items in this chest. Trip to finish or press the button behind the timer to stop. So we'll give it a quick go. And we'll hit the button and go. You just gotta go for speed. Maybe. If you know how to boat, it's great, but I apparently don't. This is why. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Once I show everything, I will pull it up on the map once I show everything off in person, so you can kind of see just the scale of everything. God, this is difficult. God, this is difficult. Okay, we're gonna go. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. And boosh! We went through. So you get up. You take the boat. Everyone who says you can get it in one shot with a axe or a sword, I don't know what crack you're smoking, but it doesn't work. So 65 or 64 plus 64 is 128 plus 5. I don't like that. And then I forgot where to put them. I forgot where to put them to reset it. And that's kind of a problem. I'm going to keep that there for right now because I don't remember. Move all items back into the hopper by hand to reset. Oh, into the hopper. That's right. That's right. I remember now. Hooray for the science, because I would not. So cool stuff Corker has, and then we'll go up. He has multiple stairs, which is really nice. All the way up here. So the switch is how you turn on, like, the cobblestone gen. Up here is his sugarcane farm, which is actually really nice. His farms in general, really nice. Hadn't looked at those. He did a great job. Go up here. Corker farm, Chest Village. So yeah, it's a pretty big racetrack. It's all pretty big, all things considered. Let's go up here. Show you what it looks like up here. Oh, he's done a good job making it look better. Oh, you have that pattern? Oh my gosh, I need to ask him if I can use that pattern piece. Okay, little by little. Let's go back. Okay, let's work our way back to town. Not through chest, that would be easier. I think Corker had a vision when he started this, and then he realized it would not work over here space-wise. Egg sandwich farm. Oh, for egg sandwiches. Never mind, it's not Corker's. That's just what someone told me at one point, probably to mess with me. Chickens. I should make an ungodly amount of chickens in there. Over here is the bakery, which I kind of realize now I made obsolete since this, what I used the cafe for is what the plan was. Look at you! You're so cute. You go in here. That one's stuck there. I don't know how to do that. They're working on the roof, but essentially you should be able to do all the things. Oh, you went all the way out. But yeah, that one has a crush on that one. It's really cute. It's an inn. There's a guest book. Oh, there's a frog in here, and I'm scared it's going to eat me. But it's really cool. It's a cool little area. Oh, I bounced off the bed. That was wonderful. So now we'll head back this way. I will show... That's still so cool. I will show Dingus's. And then I can get to Michelle's and Ducky's and get to my base. Little by little. So we follow the paths do split. We'll come back down. Not too hard. Dingus has his right there. The horses actually don't wander as far as like I found in Bedrock they do, which has been really, really nice. So now we'll go up. And it goes all the way to the top. And I'm the one who put this here, and there was actually roots growing down right above that, and I almost died. Oh! Well, I fell down. That was his garden. This was one of the ways down. This gets you into the house, as it's called, but it's Dingus's prison. Right. Grammis gave a bunch of those, so you can see that down there. And then this is the back. I went through, and I waxed those doors. And I put that in there. That is Ducky's pond. We'll go check that out shortly. Michelle's is over there. But I went through and I took all the oxidization off these doors and I waxed them so that way when he comes back on, something's a little off. But along with Jackson's Christmas present, I gave him some foods because that was the Christmas present for me. So we go down here. It brings us back down here. Don't sprint. And then you go down here, come down here, and then you're here. It's a bit of a path. So let's show off Michelle's and then and then we'll get there. So it'll split. This way is to Ducky's. This way is to Michelle's. So we'll go to Michelle's. Michelle has duck number 4. She has duck 4. This is Michelle's house. It is made out of food. Almost entirely food. Melons and crates of food. Oh, she has a door now. And it's really, really cool, I think. I think it looks awesome. She did a great job. Everyone's stuff is going to go... Oh, my God. Well, now she has a pet zombie. I swear they increased the aggro range for zombies, though. They really did. And then I gave some to Ducky. She put some resin-filled blocks in there, and it looks really cool. And she, like, grew the tree and then put other spots in it, I think. I don't know how she did it, but she made it look really good, and she made the path over to her house really nice. So we'll just keep going. She made this really cool tree. I think she grew it and just put stuff below it. I'm not sure. And then a nice little pond. All pretty. Oh, even with fish. That's great. Okay. That's probably a path back. I'm going to ignore that. We're going to take the start of her bridge. And then I made her, because she's Ducky, I made her a couple ducks. She has a duck 7 and 6. 6 and 7. Oop. oop, 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 oop. This is her garden. I didn't mean to run through her garden, but I didn't break it. And then she has this gorgeous house. She has all the dogs. She has all of the dogs. She was the first to have dogs. I give her all my dog food. I gave her hanging flower pots to use wherever. And so that is great. Little by little. I cannot snooze that anymore, but yeah. We have 2 lantern mods, and they are not getting along. She has her sniffer back here, and she just has a bunch of different plants. And it looks really good. Smart with her rabbits, honestly. That is girls only. I love it. I love it so much. Ducky is my favorite. And you can kind of see a hint of my base over there, but we'll get there. So we go this way. Go this way. I need to finish the bridge that makes it easier. But Ducky said she would build her bridge over here, and I don't want to encroach on her base. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is where it gets sketchy. So this is where I get across the ravine, is here. No! Okay. Okay. This is what I get for not bringing a bed. And then I rode over here on a horse the first time, and it was before the update that you could ride horses across water. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, Ducky. It looks really bad. I know, but I'll fix it. I'll make a better one later. And so we'll just keep going along the landmass. I need to make a nice path like everyone else. I'm going to build a better bridge like over here. So that way I don't have to go across the chasm. This is where I've been breeding the naturally spawning turtles. That is why there's a bunch of lights. Because I learned that if you try to relocate turtles from where they hatched, they will not lay eggs until they can get back to the beach that they hatched on. So that is why that is like that. Oh god. That's fine. That's still better than what it was. Okay, we go up here, and then you start getting to my base. I put up a couple large trees to help make it easier to know. I made my little bridge. And we get to my base. So I have quite a bit. I have my turtle enclosure over here. I have 5 full-grown turtles and then 4 more eggs going. I brought a herd of horses over so that way they could hang out with my sniffer. Okay, he's in his house. I was like, please don't tell me I lost another sniffer. The first one, I think, drowned it. I don't know. But he disappeared. And it made me upset. So he just goes around and picks up pitcher pods. I need to get a second one. I would have 2, but I messed that up. And so he just goes around and finding those. Real happy little buddy. Little by little. This is my mushroom statue. Mushroom dude. Okay, we'll go back this way. Finish heading. We'll kind of go in a circle. I think. I don't know how to show this off. So I did it in segments. So those are the dark oaks. I have like birch in between different segments of trees with the occasional mangrove. These are my pale oaks that we brought over, and then I have acacias in between. Those are my cocoa beans. I have my other water dispenser, my ship that I built, my little ship. I've grown both trees. I have every kind of tree. This is my little excavator. Little excavator. These are the purpers that Grammis put up for me. They have grown much bigger than his, and he has been much sad about it, that his didn't grow as big. He also, don't spend it all in one place. He left me this monolith, like a poneglyph. Heard you wanted obsidian, and so I got that. And so this is my cherry blossom area. I have my really loud sugarcane automated portion. Instead of the easy way, I did it I guess it's easier for me. There's a lot more loss and it doesn't grow quite as fast, but that's fine. It does it automatically. And then I have right here, oh, the horse is on the swing. So I made a swing. And then I have a water fountain or water pump. This is my stable for my horse Jorgen and and then Betsy, my cow, and my 2 skeleton horses that I got. There is lattice in there, which is not a vanilla thing, the hanging pots and all that. So they're there. Trying to get let me stand where you can see the back of my house real well. This is the back. It is ice cream themed, Neapolitan. I needed to get on my roof a bunch, so I will replace that. But this is the back of my house. Over here, I got a bunch of little like flower stands and stuff. Over here, I have the side of my house. That's the side. It's supposed to look like strawberry chunks and chocolate chunks. I have my Twitch thank yous for subs, which are very appreciated every time. Let me close those. And then this is what it looks like from this side. I had to put blocks in to make it more solid. And this is my doghouse. My doghouse stays in the house, so it doesn't matter. Ducky brought me the extra skelly horse, the one without the saddle. This is my thank yous for everyone on the server for helping me, like with poppies and portals and the scaffolding and mangroves and obsidian and just everyone who's helped me. This is the other side. Oh, I should have brought that one up higher. I didn't even realize. We're just going to pretend I don't notice that. And I kind of just do it in sections for my trees. Like, that's my spruce section. This is my little mushroom section, and it has my guest house. See, look, I have some cute stuff. It's a cute little house. We'll go right here. Go up inside. There's all the basic stuff you need. You can open and close the curtains. Check it all out. I got some paintings on the wall. You can choose to look at the house or not. All kinds of cool stuff. The hanging flowers are great. Those are oxydaisies. Don't they look incredible? Some storage, some vibes. It feels good. The horses have traveled really far, though.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Levi. He's Levi, our cat. Typically better for Twitch, but still here. So we go... I want to finish showing off... Yeah, we'll do the side here, and then we'll come back to the front and do the other side. So we cross this bridge. I have my produce farm and my herbalist. Off in the distance, you'll see a couple things. We'll get closer. So that's my crane. That's my hot air balloon. And then this is my plant statue. This is my little garden. I have a hay wagon to carry my hay bales. This is my herbalist hut. They're my free roaming villagers, so they're not like trapped in little holes. So they're all going to bed. I should have... Okay, I do have 4. Turkin, why are you stuck there? Are you stuck there? Are you just standing there? Why is everyone else in bed? Oh, it's 6 a.m. That's why. You were already up. But they sell, instead of normal things, they sell like hanging flowers, drip leaf, and spore blossoms, rooted dirt. Things like that. I gave them a golem, so that way they wouldn't be lonely either, and in case anything spawned. There's also a trapdoor right there, so even if I leave that gate open, they can't get out. That grew, and I love how it grew. It's nice and bushy. We go over here. I have split potatoes and cabbages, even though I have a full cabbage thing over here, pretty much. I got my rice. I got my tomatoes. This is supposed to be a pitchfork into some hay bales. My little mini thing there. This is my plant statue. His hat got caught on fire. He all caught on fire. He was all like moss and azalea leaves and stuff, but he got on fire because of the lightning rod, and I didn't think about putting another one. So let's go over here, check out this a little bit. So you can see, there we go. Because I needed to look like I was carrying something, because otherwise it wouldn't let me put the levers there. But turns out pretty good. It turned out great. There's the counterweight. It's like that. I wanted it over the hole so it looked like it had been, digging in there. This is the landing pad. I'm going to build more flying things, so this will be the landing pad around it. And that's the blimp. You'll see there are ropes taking it from up there. I can ping from up there to up to those. Well, technically it's that one to that one, but that'll work. There's lanterns. You can go stand in there. That's a good almost 60 blocks up. You'll also see some green. That's a Nessie. We'll get there. That is a rocket. That is my rocket above my house. So let's work our way back. Would this be faster with a horse? Yeah. Would this be faster with elytra? Yeah. I need to add mending to my elytra so that way I can actually wear it. Otherwise, I can't exactly wear it because it's almost broken, and I don't want to go through the effort of getting another one because we all went through the effort that everyone who went to kill the Ender Dragon went and got it. So we all did a trip and killed the Ender Dragon together. So I love the little mushrooms sticking through. That one just decided to be tall as heck. But my rocket ship. Also, Jackson is the one who built the Iron Golem farm, and he kept getting too many poppies. So I told him to keep just bringing them here because this was a flower forest biome. just keep bringing them here so that way I could just keep doing that. And then I hit, so yeah, so this is my rocket ship. I need to go up there and wax it, take the oxidization off and wax it, but that is my rocket ship. And the front of my house, this is my Missy's ice cream estate. I have my bird bath. At the end, I'll show the inside. I've been going through, it started with like 1 or 2 like naturally spawning beehives, and I just went through and I added more and more and more. This is Nessie. I gave her some hair, and she's eating some vines, and that's her body. So she's like head, and goes down and goes up, and that's Nessie. She's beautiful. We go over here across my little creek. We got the sniffer home. We got our mushroom dude. We go over here. There's duck 2, my second duck. We have my axolotl habitat. Sorry, it's starting to lag because there is a lot, and I don't think the cache is prepared. But this is my little axolotl enclosure. I grew a bunch of mushrooms, and then I borrowed Super Brain's Silk Touch axe and got to make it perfect. Put those in, got some lights in here, some windows, some vines. And I only put 2 mushrooms in here, the little ones, and they've just exploded around. So we have 2 pink ones and 3 brown ones. I brought back a brown one thinking it was gold because I found it under a cave. I don't remember putting those there, but I'll take it. They might have. This is my Rainbow Road. Duck. I made my barn. It's more Cherry Garcia themed. It's my little barn. This is my airship. Think Treasure Planet. I do have, this is Duck 1. It is made out of wool instead of like wood, so it's actually very much flammable. But we go in here and I have it laid out so it goes from white to light gray, dark gray, black, and then that to red, orange, yellow, green, or lime green, green, cyan, light blue, blue. That one got out and he got stuck in the chair. That's his own fault. To purple, to magenta, to pink, and then to brown, because I forgot about brown. I was going to have it next to the black, but that's okay. And this is lots of mangrove. And I put more of those. This, with the mud bricks and those, this is my chicken farm. Alright, this is my auto chicken farm. I have him stuck in a chair. So I have 2 observers facing each other. That's why it's blinking. And that is sending a redstone signal into this dispenser. You see all those hoppers? I have all those chickens standing on carpet on top of those hoppers. So as they drop eggs, they get picked up. They get sent into here. And then they go into here, get shot in there. And then when they age up, they suffocate. And you get the bodies and stuff down here. I've emptied it quite a few times because I just get way too many. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it. And so we come back. Got all of that done. So I have at least 4 of every color sheep. So it's each section. We'll work our way back. I will be making more stuff eventually. I have a lot in mind. It's just, I wanted to give an update on what I've been doing, where I've been. It's mostly been homework because college full-time is hard. And so I tried to segment each area with birch trees as like a segmenter from each kind of tree. Now we go upstairs. I have some lattice in there, and then I was hoping the vines would grow. They never grew. You got stuck in here. I keep getting bees stuck in here because they fly in through here and then go up, and then like, I can fly through this. No, you can't. So I have some curtains here, cute stuff. Lanterns, I don't want to work that. My map that needs to be updated, because as you can see, I don't have the blimp over there. I don't have the extra thing over here. I don't have the tree there. I don't have all the things that I have here. I don't have Nessie. I don't have the thing above there. So I do need to update these, but I was waiting until I built more stuff to update it. So that way I could see more of a change. But I will be building a bridge right here to better connect me to Ducky. I did build a bridge up here. So this is where my crane is right there, where my cursor is. If we went across and over there, and that way, that is where, actually, sorry, the crane is by this bigger one. Over here, by that one. And then over there just gets me to the mostly the main island. does make it a lot easier. So I have all that. I have the spores coming down. I did my vaulted ceilings. I got one of the Ender Dragon heads. I was gifted books, so I made bookshelves for them. And then we come in here, and I have my cute little house. I made it cute little floors, so that way it dings everywhere. I got my lovely walls and all my stuff. Apparently baskets you can put stuff in. I have my 2 iron golems. This is my second one. This is my first one. I kept them in slight oxidization in the order that I get them. This is my... I put compostables in there. It goes through. And then at the bottom, I have my bone meal. This is for if I have a lot of meat that I want to cook because of all the chicken. I put that there. Jackson donated a ender chest before we had shulker boxes because we hadn't killed the dragon yet. I have a Pokeball banner. I have some steaming rice. My dog. My little kitchen set up. My auto waterer. So that way I always have water. So I have plenty of stuff. You can see my guest house. But I have plenty of food ingredients. I have other like pastas and stuff and eggs. Up here is like my milks. This is all my extra eggs and then all the extra chicken I keep at my base. This is the food that I take to the cafe. That's why it says free, in case anyone comes to show off or see my place. So it's mostly that. And then down here, that's my AFK barrel or AFK box. I hop in here, I fall right in, and I could just stay like this and people know. Or you could do that, and your body sticks out. Hold on. Yeah, boop. Doesn't exactly let me zoom out, but essentially my body sticks out the sides. But that's okay. We go down here. And then right here, this is where I have my fish. Oh wow, that did grow to the top. I love that. This is where I keep my tropical fish for breeding my axolotls. I had to put that up some because they kept jumping out and dying. You come over here is my portal. And I have signs so that way you can go to specific areas. And so it's real simple. You go up here. I blocked off that way. You go up here and that's those that you kept seeing down. And since I'm technically on a beach over there, you hear the seagulls for the beach. That's where the door goes to. Geode, follow the path, you'll get there. That's why I have the door. So if you open it and look, or if you're just running back, you jump down here. This is the start of my mine, and that's about as far as it goes. But if we go through here, it gets us to the nether. And everyone's kind of put it all together, little by little. And I could spend all day just showing everyone's bases. But I can't run to everyone's bases because they're too far away. So we come out. This is mine. We go this way. That's Zenos. This way is Jackson's house with his villager trading. This way is Latin's. That's the trial chamber. Up that way is Thadia. I'm gonna call her Tia for now because I can't remember. But she's that way, along with if we want to ride on the nether roof, that way. Oh, I can't sprint because I'm out of hunger. And then so I'm out of food. So this is to the spawn portal, Dingus Prison, Grammis' house, Peter's Hole. That's the portal I was next to. There's lots of signs. So there is Gunpowder Creeper Farm, Villager Trading, which is Grammis, Jackson's, Savannah and Badlands, and that one's that way as well. This one is the Fortress Slime Farm and stuff. That is the town portal that was behind the building. That is Corker's house, or his portal. So let me sprint my way back. Let me go up this. So depending on which direction you go, following the torches is how you get to certain areas. I'll show Jackson's because he's been like the hugest like supplier of pretty much everything I've needed to build. So we'll go this way. We'll get over here. I'll show off a brief bit of Jackson's. His beautiful, beautiful bridge. Mind you, like that's great. And then he has multiple beacons. That's his base with that. With his underwater storage. I made him the next set of ducks in his favorite color and his other favorite colors. He has a villager breeding station behind his trading station. As you can see, it has multiple floors. And then you can see what they sell based on the signs. Like, There's mending, there's punch, there's flame, there's all kinds of stuff. Here's his first herbalist villager, thanks to me donating the thingy. Here is his melon and pumpkin farms. As you can see, there's plenty of pumpkins, plenty of melons. Hi, cat. Back there is his stable. Over here is his iron farm. You know, iron. You can come stand over in here and be AFK safely, which is what I did before I did this. So he's got a lot of stuff. He's got multiple beacons set up. He technically has, like, not a farm for wither skeletons, but he has, like, an area for farming them easier. We go back, and I'll take us back to my base, and then show you the map. I am so glad he added the beacons down here, because boy, does it take forever. Like, I didn't realize how far I was, and I'm not even that far. I mean, I am, kind of, but not compared to other things. So, I made a shortcut to the lukewarm ocean, the first one, because I got tired of trying to get there for tropical fish by boat, and it would just take forever. So I said, why not just, you know, go there, build a portal, and come back. Let me sleep. It's very nice to be able to sleep. I could make a bedroom, but realistically, it's too much effort for me. So then we'll come over here. It's easier to see when I come out here because of how the thing works. Then we'll hit the map. So this is my base. It's red where all the red flowers are. You can kind of see my turtle enclosure. That original square right there, that one chunk, was originally what I made it for them. And I was like, that's not big enough. So I made it bigger. There's, you know, all the little things. My crane, my hot air balloon, my statue, the cart, the hay bale and pitchforks, the really thick spruce, the airship, my chicken farm, the rainbow road, all the different things. There's that bridge, ruined nether portal. I came over here, went across that, went over here, and that's Ducky's. Go across, there's her little building. Oh, that's cool. And then over here is... Oh, I didn't see that. I should have went and checked that out. Over here is Michelle's. This is the warehouse, the bakery, the the egg sandwich farm, the beehive, glass cafe, all the things, Grammis's, that person's house, the city center, Corker's area, definitely massive. This is the original, like, melon smelting farm. Same with over there, something like that. This is the chessboard, super brains. Now, if we zoom out, this is someone's base. I can't remember, but that's someone's thing. Over here is Jackson's. Mine's down here. If we go down here, that black spot is where my lukewarm ocean thing goes. So, you know, that's pretty far, is down there. But where we found the sniffers was down here. This is when this is the Badlands teleporter is over here, which I went to. I went to a teleporter over here and then came back. Oh, that's because that's Tia's place. Over here is Latin Dimpling's place in the cold. Sorry, no. That's over here. That's a farm of some sort. Down here is where the fortress is. And then if we go up and over here, all the way up here, that is a near perfect circle, and I wonder what that is now. Okay. Might be oh, that's probably the slime farm. Over here, that is the flower farm. So we got quite a bit going on the map. So I was really happy to get to show y'all, so you can see it. So I definitely have to update my map for my area. You can even see Nessie up here. So I need to update everything. And it's been really nice to have this. So I have my thing up there. I have those. My rocket ship. It's been a work in progress, and I have much more to go and much more to do. I might end up changing out the poppies for other flowers and just breeding a crud ton more bees. If only Bull Dad grow once. But I just wanted to show this off and say hi. I'm doing well, and I hope to see you again more in the future. I will be popping back with more Slime Rancher, some Little Wood. I will have to restart our playthrough of Potion Craft because, unfortunately, when I tried to start another save, it said I could have multiple saves. It overrode the other ones as well for our YouTube. And so even though I wanted to play it for Twitch separately from the start, it did that. So I will end up restarting for a third time, and we'll get a good chunk of that. But that's okay. We'll do some of that. I will try to finish up Slime Rancher finally. And if I can get a hold of Neo, we will try to finish up the Borderlands pre-sequel. Otherwise, I will try to do that myself. But thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. It is always great to have you. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye.